What's up, guys? Welcome back to Dudes Ascend, where we talk about how to elevate ourselves as men. My name's Hamilton, and today we are on day 10 of our 21-day no porn, no masturbation challenge. Now, I want to confess, I don't want to confess. I really didn't even want to make a video today. I relapsed last night with porn and masturbation, baiting. I baited. I was baiting. To be honest, I feel like shit. I didn't even know if I wanted to make a video today or even if I wanted to continue with this channel at all. I really don't know how many people are watching or if anybody is even being helped by this, or even if I'm helping myself. I don't know. I thought that maybe starting this 21-day series would help keep me accountable and help motivate me to stay away from this stuff, and I've already failed essentially twice in 10 days, and that sucks. It really sucks to have to admit that, like on such a public forum. But I guess that's what I committed to doing, was at least being honest. And I've said a couple times I'm not doing this to present myself as any kind of guru or like master at this. Obviously I'm not. I've admitted from the get that I know that this is an addiction and a problem that I have, and something I've been trying to let go of for years, and I have made progress, but it is still really hard, man. And I guess I'm just trying to follow my own advice today of like trying to be kind to myself, and just really facing that overwhelming sense of like shame, regret, self-deprecation, feelings of worthlessness, and just like a failure, and it just sucks, man. So I guess I'm just wanting to hold myself accountable, and in case anybody is following along and doing this every day, like, I'm really just making this video right now for you, because I certainly didn't want to do it. And I guess my tip for today would be to just be honest. Like, they call it in meetings radical honesty, I think. And I think that's really what this takes. Don't cheat, which, as far as like, if we're talking about the three circles activities, where I talked about the inner circles, things we're trying to avoid, porn and masturbation, the middle circle, being really honest about like, if there's any kind of social media or anything that's not technically porn that you're, getting yourself riled up with, we got to be really honest with ourselves as far as like, are you getting high, essentially? Because this is a drug. And it's sort of like an alcoholic, like being like, oh, I didn't drink any liquor today, but I just only had a few beers. It's the same kind of thing, because with an addiction, there's no, enough is never enough. And any little bit that you're pumping that dopamine hit of arousal is just gonna spiral into something that we can't control. So yeah, being honest, and if that happens, like if you are arousing yourself, essentially, like being able to be honest with yourself and just say, okay, well, I did that. If you have a slip with porn, I watched porn today, even if it was just, it was just 5 minutes. It just looked real quick and then I stopped. You still did it, And I say this as somebody who has like claimed to have had a sober day over and over and over again over the years, when I might have peaked a little bit and then stopped, or I watched just a little bit of porn but I didn't bait. Or even I started to, but then I stopped. I didn't finish, so I'm sober. I didn't act out, right? It doesn't count. It does, and it has a real effect. And the more we lie and the more we hide from the truth from ourselves and others out of shame, or out of just this, I guess, desire to not want to face what can feel like overwhelming disappointment in ourselves, the desire to have success, is hella deflating, man. I can tell you, I think it just takes thousands and thousands and thousands of failures to be able to really beat this thing. And I know people will go through that with quitting cigarettes. And I know many, many people from meetings and things that have had the same issue with porn, just trying and failing. And it's hard as fuck, dude. It really sucks to fail at something that many times in a row, and just to be so sure that you're done with it, and so sure that you don't want to do it, and so motivated. And the way I feel today is the motivation. Like, how shitty you feel afterwards. It just, it sucks, man. But I think that anytime you do slip, being honest, that's my advice for today. Find somebody else to be accountable with. Doesn't have to be putting your shit out there on YouTube, but just somebody that you've told that you're trying to quit this thing, and that you can tell if you slip up. And the sooner that you tell them, the better. And then, you can take notes on like why you think it happened. For me, I didn't get hardly any sleep last night, and I woke up, my PTSD was triggered. With my trauma that I've had years ago, if I get jostled or woken up in my sleep, I wake up in full fight or flight, and it's like this, it's like a PTSD reaction, and that can be really hard to cope with sometimes. And it happened last night, and I just was feeling really panicky, and went to it, went to the same old soothing, numbing out mechanism, and I just regretted it afterwards, because immediately I was like, shit, I gotta make a video about it, or I'm quitting my channel. And I sort of wrestled with that all day, so I decided to just make it. So here I am, day 10. Just be honest. I'm trying to practice that myself. Like I said, I'm no master, no guru. I just hope my honesty can maybe help somebody else, in that it might be relatable. If it is, hit the like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time. Thanks. Peace.